and welcome back to my Christmas kitchen. Today I'll show you how I make this savory beef rice. So I made a sauce a few days ago and I told you I was going to use it for something else. I can use it for multiple things, but today we're making rice. I start by heating up a pan. I add some oil and then I add some chopped onions. Next, I add some chopped bell peppers. This is green bell pepper and red bell pepper. To make it yummy, I will be seasoning the bell peppers. When you do this, it is so delicious. I've added a bit of seasoning cube. I've added some salt, some curry, some thyme. It is just going to give this extra flavor. Something I do when I'm making meals that have like different layers, like I'm cooking different parts separately, is I tend to spice them or season them at their different stages of cooking. So I don't wait till I put everything in the pot. When I'm doing the pepper, I season the pepper like small seasoning. When I'm doing anything else, I season that part, and when they all come together, it comes together beautifully. Next, I'll add more oil to the pan. This sauce is going to be just a bit oily because I want to use the oil for something else later. So I want all the flavors of this sauce. So I'll add the minced beef and then I'll just fry it till it is thoroughly cooked. You will know it's cooked when you don't see any more pink. Everything is brown. For the minced beef, I'm going to add some salt, and that's all the seasoning I need for this stage. In my last video, I was talking about, I don't know what I'm going to make for Christmas. As per, I really don't want to have chicken because we eat chicken all year round. So I think I'm going to go with beef. There will be a bit of chicken, but I do think we'll be having a lot of beef. In the same pan, I will add some onion and then add my tomato mix. So what's in here is some tomatoes, pepper and onion. It's just a simple mix and I'm just going to fry it till it cooks down. To season this sauce, I'm going to add some thyme, curry, white pepper. Stir it together so that the ingredients get into that sauce, and then now we're going to add the beef mince or the minced beef back into the sauce, and then later on we're going to add the bell peppers that we fried earlier. There's a reason I didn't cook everything together, like I just cook them separately and add them later. It is to preserve the flavor and just the way it looks. It is very delicious like this, but if you cook everything at once, you get a different taste. This is what the sauce looks like. It is just as delicious when you have it on its own. You can have it with yam, you can have it with rice, you can have it with potatoes, you can have it with rice as the sauce on the rice, but I'm going to add the rice inside this sauce and then just make it into something like jollof rice. So I'm just going to mix everything together to make a totally different dish. This is one of those meals you can make on Boxing Day or just the day after the festivities, because it's like leftover rice, leftover sauce. Mix everything together, make a new meal, add some more vegetables, sprinkle something, and the meal is as good as new. So I'm just going to stir the rice in with the sauce. This is basmati rice, and make sure I mix everything. Then I'm going to add my very delicious Shito sauce. I will also add a bit of oil from earlier and then mix everything in. I don't add any seasoning until I taste this rice because you know there's already salt in the rice and then there's already seasoning in the sauce. So if you taste it and you feel the seasoning is not enough, you can sprinkle some more. But mine was perfect. I didn't need to add anything else. To finish it off, I'll just add some spring onions and mix it together. By now, I have turned up the heat, so it's not like you want the spring onions to cook. You just want the flavor to come out. So mix it together and just allow the pot or the rice to rest. I will serve it immediately because it was irresistible and everybody was hungry and waiting for this rice. So I hope you guys like this recipe, the update for this recipe. If you do, please click the like button and subscribe. It helps me out. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!